This gentleman is one of JT's business partners. He is a stock market trader, a property investor. So let's hear it for Juergen Pallien.
Thank you. I'm here today to speak with you about my mission, and my mission is to financially liberate 1 million people and make them financially free. Thank you. Have you guys ever thought about what it means to be 1 in a million? It's something special, isn't it? It makes you feel special, and you will be head over shoulders about all the other people who are not in that space. So, who is the guy that loves to talk about big numbers? I'm a stock trader, serial entrepreneur, run the IMN in Cologne together with my business partner JT Fox. I have more than 20 years of experience in stock market trading, and I retired 3 years ago in the year of 2015, at the beginning of 2015, and invested more than €250,000 in my own stock market education and experience. For the last 20 years, I studied people like Warren Buffett, like George Soros, Robert Kiyosaki, and from their wisdom, I developed my own trading strategies that allow me to add some timing into the markets so I can achieve superior results than investing into the market alone. This is how it looks like to become financially free, for me at least. For you it might be slightly different. I travel the world. I usually like to drive fancy cars, to be in the sun and escape the weather of Germany. And yeah, it's not the best. For you, it might be something similar, like follow your passion, do where your heart is, do whatever you wanted to do, and don't worry anymore about trading your time for money, like most people on this planet unfortunately do. To be honest with you, I'm a pretty lazy guy, so I don't like to do unnecessary work. And that's the reason why I automated nearly everything from all the businesses I own to their processes, up to my stock market trading and up to my income streams. And that is the reason why one of JT's coaches, Jeffrey, calls me the automation man. So would you like to see what a typical day in the office for me looks like when I work for, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes a day to earn some money? Yeah. Okay. This is how it looks like. Most likely, as I just work for a few minutes a day, you will never see me in that uniform, and I guess that's quite good. So, those people of you who know me already or who see me in different places all over the world, those family members, they can tell you that I'm anywhere but at home. I'm nearly, literally never in Germany. And I love to be trading or sitting at the pool and enjoy the financial freedom in the world. These are my favorite trading styles I use in Florida, in Miami Beach, and South Africa, and all around the world. So I usually love it when I have something watery and blue around me. That's the reason why I like all these pools. And one of the tools I want to share with you today that brought me to my own financial freedom is a tool called compounding. This is when you take the money and you get some interest on it and you keep on reinvesting until in the end it compounds to a huge pile of money. And one of the most intelligent persons ever lived on Earth is called Albert Einstein. And what he said about compounding is that compounding is the strongest force in the universe and that compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. I want to show you how powerful compounding really is. When we have a look at an example, this is what the stock market gives you year over year, between 10 and 12% if you invest in the stock market alone. Without any knowledge, without any research, you will get similar results to this. You will start with a small amount of cash. You will keep on reinvesting, and after 25 years, you will be able to buy one of these fancy Mercedeses you can see behind me. So, does that sound interesting for any one of you, to take like 10,000 US dollars and make 108,000 out of it? Yes? Perfect, I'm in the right place here. So, this is like it looks on a graph. So you see 10,000 US dollars, that's the starting capital. Why 10,000? Because this is where I started back in the days and built my wealth through trading. Your end results after 25 years will be 108,000, and that's enough to buy one of these cars, actually very fancy ones. When you think about your portfolio, would you like to have, let's say, stocks in your portfolio like Apple, Google, Amazon? Would you? Yes. Can we all agree that these three stocks are very, very good and that they are superior in their returns and what they did in the markets? So with that knowledge right now, when you do more of the good stocks and less of the bad stocks that are not that superior, you will be able to beat the market and get 25% of interest rate easily, very easily. So once you start to select good stocks and invest in them, and you start to get some good real estate investment trusts, your interest rate will go up to 25%. What that means for you is you don't buy a fancy car anymore. You will now buy one of these 8-bedroom villas. Probably not in Beverly Hills, but in a very decent place. You will have a huge property around it. And when you have kids, they will love it. My daughter is 4 and she loves huge places where she can play and do whatever she wants without breaking anything. And I love it too, because obviously I don't like it too much when she breaks the things. On a graph, it looks like, like this. You start again with 10,000 US dollars. Throughout all my examples, I will always start with that point. And we can see here that a small increase in the returns make a huge impact over the 25 years, as our end result will be 2.6 million. Is that a decent amount of money? So the good news for you is, if you're now in your 40s and you have 10K left, you can still retire a multimillionaire even if you don't work for it. So that's a good message. Now, when you do something like I did and you bring in some timing methods, that means you want to have the right stocks at the right time or at the best times, or you use some modest leverage, let's say, of 2, which is what every broker around the world will allow you to do. Just by doing what you already know, take some superior stocks, invest in them, you will double your interest rate. So your results will go up from 25 to 50%. What that means to you is you can do the same than JT Fox. You start with a small amount of money, and you can end up buying your own island like he did. And the nice thing is, the difference is so big that on that island, there will be plenty of these villas, 8-bedroom, as we talked about, and an armada of nice cars. And it can be Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, whatever you like, or Maserati, for example, whatever you like. And your end result on a graph looks like this. It literally explodes to 252 million. So does that sound really good to you? I love it. Okay. When it comes to stock markets, you might think that it's risky. There are crashes and all these horror scenarios, and stock markets go down. So we are talking now about average things. And if you have a look about risk, and we stick with something that Jim Rohn said, everything is risky. The moment you are born, you already know that you're going to die. So life in itself is a risk. The thing for every business owners in here, and I assume there are a lot of you business owners. Can you show a hand who is a business owner? Yeah, it's the majority in here. You all are already professional risk takers, because 80 to 90% of all businesses fail in their first 5 years. So what do you do to mitigate your risks? In terms of branding and marketing, you can talk to JT Fox. He will tell you how to brand and market excellently. You can talk to Damien to learn about how to sell better and how to generate more revenue. You can seek the advice of tax advisors, accountants, and you will do everything what it takes to make sure that your business thrives. And you will get educated, and you will see that you learn what it takes to run a company, that you learn what it takes to always be liquid, and to learn what it takes to be successful as a company owner. And that's exactly the same thing that we do in the stock market. We get educated, we learn how to trade, how to do it, and how to apply that knowledge. And that mitigates our risk. The more educated we get, the less risk we have in the markets. If you look around, you might probably see one of the two following characters I want to talk about with you for a moment. I call them Suspicious Sam and Seminar Sally. So Suspicious Sam is a guy that will tell you it's a scam, if it's too good to be true, it's a lie. If it would be that easy, why doesn't everybody do it? Or it's too expensive. He's the guy, if you start a business, have a great idea, who will tell you it never works, it never did work, and it will never work. One thing that Suspicious Sam overlooks, or that would make him very successful, is the lack of taking action. If he would take action, jump out of the airplane, he could be very, very well. And he could learn literally to make profits within 24 hours and have a lot of fun like those students of mine. The next person I like to talk about is Seminar Sally. So what does Seminar Sally do? It depends on when you ask her. In 1 hour, it might be a life coach. When she invests in properties or sources it, she will be a yoga teacher, cryptocurrencies. She will be big in network marketing, become a speaker, NLP master, internet marketing, whatever. You can name it, and she probably does it. She's the person who buys a program in the morning to go for a refund at lunchtime, to buy another program in the afternoon to get the next refund in the evening. That's what she does. And one thing that Seminar Sally misses is focus. And focus simply stands for follow one course until success. Exactly. 3 lessons I want to share with you today is, first of all, get educated in whatever you do, because that's the way how to mitigate your risk. Learn how to trade, because it's a nice profession and it can be very easily used to make a huge amount of money, and you literally only need 10-15 minutes a day. And the third one is learn how to automate your income so you get out of the rat race and you don't have to trade your time for money anymore. As we are in Disneyland today and I feel very happy and generous, I would love to talk to you about a secret that I usually only share with my mastermind students. Anyone interested in hearing about that? Yes? Okay. Are you sure? Okay, perfect. So if you have a look at the next slide, please. Thank you. At the mysterious stock behind me, you will see that it does the very same thing every year. That chart gives you a clue what the stock did for the last 40 years in a row. You can see that it starts in October and it runs until December, and then it runs again from March to May. The rest of the year, it either does nothing or goes slightly down. Now, with all the knowledge we have already about compounding and a little bit of leverage, if we now apply that knowledge and we invest and trade twice a year. How many times? Twice. Twice a year at with a leverage of 10, because we now can foresee the future. We know what the stock most likely does, because it does the very same thing over 40 years right now, and there's no reason why it should stop to do so. It will compound to more than 120 million within 10 years. And as you can see, the good news is we now gone down from 25 years to only 10 years to make more than 100 million. And if you just want to be a multimillionaire, you easily can stop earlier, as you can see on the slide behind me. So that's the good news for you. The bad news for you is, as I can see on the clock, I now ran out of time. So if you, don't worry, I'm around for the next few days. So if you want to know about what the stock is, how to trade it, and how to make that amount of money, just make sure you catch me somewhere, and I will give you the secret, I will give you the name of the stock, and yeah, hope to talk to you soon. Thank you very much.